just west of the world-famous Las Vegas Strip. We're at the site of Super Bowl 58, Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. And off we go here on a Thursday night. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, here is the rookie from Michigan State. He'll push ahead. Christian Harris there on the stop.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. As such play 1 yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That is brought in. And he will take this one in. 79 yards. Touchdown, Vegas.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll push it downfield. This one for Kittle. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line.
The most valuable real estate on the field, Mike, that every offense is trying to attack is the middle of the field. So when you have a tight end who's as good as this guy and you can get vertical down the middle, man, that is a nightmare for these defenses to deal with.
A first down throw for Jackson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. From the gun, Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one. Now Jackson on 4th down. That's taken in.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. On the give, here's Henry. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Now, Jackson. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on down. They'll begin here on the ground. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans. And 3rd down coming up. Back to throw. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. Now, faking the give. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down. They'll look to throw again. The second down throw is incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. They send Evans in motion. On third down, they'll set up to throw. Going up top for Evans. He's got it. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 74 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. Butker's extra point is good. And the Raiders move out on top, 14-0. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. Here's a second and 9. They'll go again here with Henry. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Man in motion here is Jennings. On third down, Jackson. Now a shot here, deep middle. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down. Like living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. On fourth down, they snap it to Jackson. That's incomplete. Daring ball on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to go for it on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game, this was one of them.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Christian Harris.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Jackson now to throw on first down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. It's the Raiders with the early lead. And we're back in Vegas after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Jackson now. And they're going to get him a second time. He goes down again. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now Jackson. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
4th down, Jackson. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on down. The failure on 4th down leads immediately to a 1st and goal. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. Line of scrimmage, the 7 for 2nd and goal. A handoff as they try to run it here. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. His 12th touchdown of the year. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Raiders will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. To throw is Jackson. And he's in. George Kittle. Touchdown, L.A.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. They send Evans in motion. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This one caught left side by Evans. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They send Evans in motion. Now they'll set up to throw. And that ball incomplete over the middle. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. Off the RPO, this is out to Evans. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the Chargers 10-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Great job by the defense. No cutback lane. No nothing on that one. Out of bounds. A loss of 4 on that play. Trying to keep a drive alive. Going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. In motion comes Thomas. He pulls it in around the 5. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stopped him short. No gain. Here now, 2nd down and goal. They're called in at the 2. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. Gains nothing. Once more from the 2. 3rd and goal. They'll run. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down.
It's now 4th and goal.
They'll try to run. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. He'll give it, going left. There's Henry. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Going to go right back to Henry. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his tight end, Kittle. Down the right sideline. And they will get him down at the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, Jackson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but the pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Jackson now on 2nd down. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. And that is incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Man in motion here is Jennings. Now Jackson on fourth down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This would tie the NFL record, a 66-yard attempt. And as expected, this one's not going to get there. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here in our Thursday Nighter to start the new NFL week. As we're off to Orlando, going to check in with Jonathan Coachman, who's got our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Off the play fake. Jackson. He runs with it.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. That one to the sideline is over everybody. But now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. Slot man in motion right. Back to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And the Chargers are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Jackson looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A first down throw for Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard mark. Here's 1st and 10. To the air one more time with Jackson. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now Jackson. That is caught by the tight end, George Kittle. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
In motion comes Thomas. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
That's good for Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They put a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing now from the gun. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
In motion comes Thomas. To the air now on 1st and 10. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
Slot receiver headed right. Back to the air once more on second down. A throw left side taken in by Thomas. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Try to pick this one up on the ground. He's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. That's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So we are through 3. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this.
14.
The offense is out there. 4th and inches. They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to have the Raiders first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, first down.
They'll look to throw. He'll take off again.
Just getting anything out of that one, I think, is a positive. It looked like he might have to throw it away early. Instead, he pulls it down. He winds up picking up a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's a run. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Raiders. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Butker's extra point is good, and the Raiders have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This is Turner. Now an opening past the 30. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. caught Ray McCloud. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Jackson now to throw on first down. In trouble, and down he goes. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, Jackson. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That is brought in at the 10. And he's into the end zone. Davante Adams. Touchdown, Vegas. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Raiders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This is Turner. A good return as he takes it across the 30. On 1st and 10, Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Los Angeles.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. On the option, they give it to Henry. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. 3rd down and 9. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19 at the 47-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. Back to throw. That's taken in. And he's going to have a Raiders first down with ease as they'll wind up getting 9 on 4th and 5.
That's good for Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. They'll look to throw again. That is caught. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Butker's extra point is good. And the Raiders tack on one more to their lead.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Open man downfield is Kittle. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. Back to the sideline and intercepted. And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Back to throw here to begin the drop. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts, and they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the fourth. He'll look to throw. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Throwing now on third and long. And that is incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
He was covered by Kyer Elo.
They'll throw out of the gun. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
It's a turnover on down.
A first down throw for Jackson. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Jackson and the offense trying to get two more here. He'll drop to throw. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on the two-point conversion.
Chargers 22.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an outside kick. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
They'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
He was covered by Kyer Elo.
Here we go. One final play. Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And they are going to add 6 more here at the